Sometimes it's the smallest updates that make the biggest difference. What looks like just a minor tweak in Windows Backup is actually a massive productivity booster for businesses. Today, we're going to dive into a new Microsoft feature that could totally change how we deal with device upgrades. Oh, we've all been there, right? You get a brand new computer, you're excited, you rush through the setup, you click past a prompt, and suddenly you're staring at a completely blank slate. Haven't you ever just wished you could get a do-over? And that's because that initial setup is just so crucial. For a business, a new device isn't just a new tool. It can be a major, major disruption. Getting an employee back up and running with all their familiar settings, their apps, their layouts, that takes time. And that's time they are not spending on their actual job. It's this hidden cost that, believe me, adds up fast. So let's really break down this headache. We're talking about way more than just a little inconvenience here. The whole process of moving from an old machine to a new one, or even just upgrading to a new OS like Windows 11, is just packed with these frustrating hurdles for both employees and the poor IT teams that have to support them. Now, what's really fascinating here is how all these problems just stack on top of each other. An employee wastes hours manually putting their desktop back together. They get frustrated, their workflow is totally broken, so what do? They call the help desk, which drives up support costs. And all of this friction makes the company hesitant to roll out new operating systems. It's a real vicious cycle. But what if there was a way to break that cycle? This is where Microsoft's new feature steps in. It's designed to be a second chance, kind of like a safety net for that critical first login experience. Let's take a look at how this actually works. So, here's the crucial part. Even if a user totally blows past the restore option during that initial out-of-box setup, they are not stuck. The moment they land on their desktop for the very first time, Windows will prompt them again. It's such a simple but brilliant idea that just offers a more forgiving, way more practical way to get set up. And what exactly are we talking about restoring here? Well, it's all the little things that make a computer feel like your computer. Your apps from the Microsoft Store, your specific Windows settings, all the shortcuts you've carefully pinned to your start menu, and the exact layout of your taskbar. It's all about restoring that sense of familiarity instantly. And this just shows you how incredibly simple the process is for the end user. There are no complicated tools, no help desk tickets needed. You sign in, maybe you miss that first prompt in your rush, but then bam, a second chance appears right there on your desktop. One click, and your personalized world starts to rebuild itself. It's that easy. Okay, this brings us to a really, really important distinction. When we hear the word backup, our brains immediately think about protecting files. But this feature, this is about protecting productivity. It plays a totally different and frankly more strategic role. This slide just lays it out perfectly. The new Windows Backup feature is laser-focused on restoring a user's personalization to get them productive right away. Traditional backup, on the other hand, is all about file recovery and system protection. They're complementary tools, you see. They're not competing with each other. This is about getting you working faster, not just getting a lost document back. And let's be crystal clear about this. This does not mean you can stop using OneDrive or your other enterprise storage. Your critical files, your documents, your spreadsheets, all that important stuff, they still need a robust backup solution for true data security. Think of it this way. This new feature sets up your desk, but OneDrive is the fireproof safe that holds all your work. So why does this matter to the bottom line? Well, it's pretty simple. It directly attacks all those pain points we talked about earlier. Less downtime means employees are productive way sooner. A simpler process means fewer panic calls to IT. And a smoother transition just makes adopting new tech like Windows 11 so much less scary for the entire organization. Okay, for all you IT admins watching, listen up. This next part is for you. Microsoft is rolling this out in previews, and there are some really concrete steps you can take right now to get your organization ready to take full advantage of it. First, and this is probably the most important thing, you are in control. This feature isn't just going to magically appear for all your users one day. It's turned off by default, and you, the IT admin, have to be the one to enable it through policy. This gives you time for control testing and a smart, phased rollout. So here's your game plan in 3 simple steps. First, get your hands on it. Apply for the preview program so you can test it out. Second, double-check that your OneDrive strategy is solid, since it really works hand in hand with this feature. And third, train your team. Make sure your IT leads know this new, simpler flow so they can be the champions for it. All right, so as we start to wrap up, let's circle back to our main theme. It's really easy to just dismiss this as a small, convenient little update, but its impact on business operations, on employee satisfaction, and on IT efficiency is, well, it's genuinely significant. I think this quote from Microsoft just captures the whole thing perfectly. By building in that second chance, the entire process becomes more forgiving of, human error, it's more flexible for real-world situations, and it's just far more practical for a busy work environment. And that is the key takeaway here. This is not some solution looking for a problem. It's a targeted, smart fix for a persistent, costly, and super frustrating issue that pretty much every organization deals with. It's all about reducing friction right where it matters most. This update really proves that a small, thoughtful change to a workflow can have a massive impact. So it kind of leaves us with a question, doesn't it? What's the next small fix you can find in your organization to unlock some really big gains? Thanks for tuning in.